All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for a couple of real people out there, just like you and just like me. All right, Tommy DiCarlo, amazing. Tommy DiCarlo, amazing, unbelievable. That I can tell you. Dancing in the Moonlight, probably my favorite album of all time. This I can tell you, and everybody is saying it. All right. Seriously, folks, you got to get yourself a copy of Dancing in the Moonlight by Tommy DiCarlo. He was in this band from this state up north. I don't know if you've heard of them. Billy Squier. He is also from the same area, Wellesley, Massachusetts. I think Billy Squier was born. Don't hold it against him. He's from Massachusetts. Why am I talking about Billy Squier, right? He's been focus tested into oblivion. I don't even hear the stroke on the radio. I think I've already done a video about, the music industry's war on Billy Squier. That obviously happened right after the Rock Me Tonight video came out. I mean, how many years is this? Like going on close to what, 38 years or something of Billy Squier being blackballed by the music industry. What a great run of albums during the 1980s. He was also in a band called Piper, and Piper used to get all these great reviews. In Boston, he was a really big deal. And you got to thank like WBCN and WCOZ and those radio stations up in Boston that helped make Billy Squier a household name. But he had top 40 singles. And yeah, the video, we could talk about the dumb video forever. Who cares? Who cares? That guy lives with this every single day. Like, what was I thinking? Hey, Billy, based on the culture, you were like 30 years ahead of your time, man. Just, I don't know. I mean, someone said, hey, can you try to be Prince in this video and see how it goes? Someone probably gave him that advice, and they were obviously trying to make him a crossover to top 40. Rock Me Tonight had a lot of that top 40 vibe to it, in addition to being a rock radio staple, which it still should be, despite the video. But I mean, if you go back and look at Billy's history, I mean, man. So why am I talking about Billy Squier? Because holy crap, Batman, Billy Squier is releasing a new song. And he gave us a little teaser back on February 14th for Valentine's Day, appropriately, because the song is called Give Her a Kiss. And there's a snippet that you can go listen to over on his website. It's called billysquier.com, very conveniently. And yeah, it's holy crap, Batman. Here's my quick take on the song. If this is Billy singing recently, I mean, he hasn't lost anything. He is right there where he has always been, vocally speaking. I mean, I'm just completely blown away by Billy Squier if this is what he's sounding like right now. It's just crazy. It could be a lost track, maybe from 1987 that didn't get released. But I'll tell you, if this is current Billy, go listen to it. You're going to be blown away because it sounds like vintage Billy Squier. One thing that Billy Squier does that other people who are in the same genre don't do is Billy Squier writes amazing guitar riffs. And those guitar riffs become very important parts of the songs, and he writes just very fluent and interesting. And the guitar intro parts, the guitar solos, the breaks, everything. I mean, this guy is a master craftsman. And if you go back and look at some of his work that has vanished from radio, I mean, it's really kind of sad how much stuff has just like disappeared. I mean, you think of all the albums, the Here and Now album, Enough is Enough album, I mean, Emotions in Motion, so many good songs on these albums, and also the big one, the big album that everybody got into Billy Squier with. And that, of course, is Don't Say No, which I would say 7 of those tracks were on the radio, back in the day. And I'm talking about rock radio, not talking about top 40. The Stroke was on the top 40 stations and did really well. But people misinterpret what the song is about, much like the video that Billy did. So talk about getting some bad breaks, really. It's, I don't know what to say, other than the fact that I'm a huge Billy Squier fan, and I can't wait to hear this entire song and more new material from Billy Squier, because he's an unheralded, unsung hero, and he should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's gotten a bad rap in the music industry, and it hasn't gotten any better for the guy. Although he was on tour with Ringo Starr, which is a really cool thing. A number of years ago, he was part of Ringo's all-star band, and he just killed it up there. I mean, he sounds exactly the way he did back in the 1980s. All right, so this guy here sounds like a band that was big in the 70s and the 80s. Tommy DiCarlo. The cool thing about Tommy DiCarlo is he's also got an audio book out there on Amazon. And I was going to mention this at the top here. It's called Unlikely Rock Star, the Tommy DiCarlo story. It's actually narrated by Tommy. And you might need a box of Kleenex if you go listen to it. It's well worth whatever they charge you to listen to it. It's Tommy doing the narration, and it's a great story. A rags to riches story, and also a story about finding his true love in life. Tommy DiCarlo, just a great guy. And the music, man, this album here, really great, really spectacular. You need to go listen to it. And thanks again for watching. I'll see you soon.